In today's Murli, Baba is telling us that this is a play and we are actors. And you see that it's very interesting that there is some knowledge of karma even when Baba is not here. So, people say that as you sow, so shall you reap, or what goes around comes around. So these things we have heard even when we did not come to Baba. But the knowledge of the cycle is something that we had no idea about. So we did not know that there is an element of time in karma also. Yes, and you see that in the world also, so in the physical world also, now this karma and how the soul does karma in relation with the drama or in relation with the cycle, that's a spiritual aspect of life. But otherwise also we always work with the drama, don't we? So you see that in a physical year there are 5 seasons, yes, and when the seasons change, then automatically the way you function starts changing. So what kind of clothes you will wear, or whether you'll carry an umbrella or not, or whether you will have to take care of your immunity or not, these are basically dictated by the season. So you don't say that it is winter but I don't like to wear winter clothes or woolen clothes. It's not about like or dislike. You do when the time calls for it, don't you? So you pull out your umbrella, or you use any other instrument to safeguard yourself from the rain when it's monsoons, or you take care that you work in a manner that you don't get wet, or you don't have to operate in an environment where there's mud and dirt all around in rainy season, or you take care that you don't fall ill because the temperature is dipping in the winter season, or during summers you get your air conditions repaired, or you take whatever kind of water you want, semi-cold, cold, you make arrangements for that. So Baba says that you always have to work with this external factor called the seasons, or let's take the day and night. So as soon as it is day, excuse me. So as soon as it is day, then the sun will shine, and if you are sleeping, then the rays will come and wake you up. So even if you are not consciously waking up, you cannot sleep too much in the day, because the day dictates that you have to get up, and the night, when it's quiet, everybody is sleeping, then you kind of get the indication, go off to sleep, or you are not doing something right by staying awake now. So basically, and even your body tells you when to eat, when to not eat. So every 4 hours, 5 hours, so your body will tell you that you have to eat something, or every 1 hour or 2 hours your body will tell you drink something. So you always have to work with these signals given by time. But these are limited cycles, the hunger cycle, the biological clock, the day and night clock, or the clock of seasons. These are, something that belongs to this world. But there is a big spiritual clock also, and we have to operate according to that also. And Baba says, you are part of a play, and this play has certain, this play is predestined in a certain manner. So you are actors in the play, and just like, an actor has to keep switching, from being the hero to the victim to the one who shows courage and wins over the villain. So the actor also has to keep switching according to the demand of the scene of drama. So Baba says, you are also an actor, and this play is more or less scripted, and then you also have to sense what scene in the drama it is and switch accordingly. And Baba says, you have always switched, is it not? So now we didn't remember that we have switched into so many different roles and parts according to the drama. But Baba reminds us that there was a time approximately 5,000 years back when we were living as deities and performing our deity parts, and the world was in harmony and everything. That scene was more or less, like every scene in the beginning of the play. So when a play starts, everything is fine, is it not? So it was like that. So that was scene 1. Then scene 2 also more or less it was like that. Then scene 3, the villain entered, and then your life got upside down, and then you started making, so everything that came free to you started demanding effort. So for that same health, wealth, sanity, peace, you had to make some kind of effort because the scene demanded that. And then you started struggling, you started doing bhakti, you started praying, because you became subservient to that scene. In that scene you were not the ruler again, you lost your powers, and then you started doing bhakti. And then Baba says, now also it is the scene that is dictating, that the director has come and he's teaching us how to go back to being a deity. Now you see, there is a very beautiful thing that the situations dictate you to engage in a behavior, but the situation dictates you for some time, and then you engage in that behavior, and then it becomes your sanskar. Yes, so even when we fell, what happened is the scene dictated that there was lust, anger, ego, attachment, greed, and then there was reason why they engaged in lust or anger or attachment or greed or ego. But then slowly, gradually what happened is it became a sanskar. Yes, so first you choose to do something because you think that this is the only way to do things, and then it becomes your sanskar. So you don't even make a choice anymore, you don't struggle, you just do it because it's your sanskar. So now Baba says, similarly, now it is the scene that I have come. I am the creator, director, ocean of knowledge. I am giving you all the knowledge that there is to understand. I am giving you the directions. Now the demand of this scene is you surrender to Baba, belong to Baba, become Baba's helpers, imbibe virtues from Baba, and then it becomes a sanskar, and then we shift to the golden age. So whatever we do now on Srimad will create divine sanskars. So Baba says this is also happening according to the drama. So we must understand that it is a choice, but again it is a choice dictated by drama. So we have to understand this whole play. And just like, an actor has to understand the script and according to the script create the attitude and get ready for the role. Yes. So similarly, we have to understand the demand of the script, demand of the play, and get ready. So did you understand that when when there is a so maybe you got placed as a boss in a company, or there was a marriage and then you got placed as a husband or a wife. So that was the demand of the role, and did you not pull out all your capacities and perform the role? And then that role, whatever you did in that role became your sanskar, right? So that was dictated by something physical happening around you. But now this event that I, the soul, become adopted by Baba, and then Baba is teaching me, preparing me for the deity role is also happening. And I, the actor, have to understand that this is the demand of the scene of the drama, and I have to switch from being a devotee to a worthy of worship soul. So in Hindi it is called Pujari se Pujya. So Baba says, now you have to switch from being a Pujari to a Pujya. Okay, so now what is a Pujari and who is a Pujya? So a Pujari is always at mercy of everything. So these days we think that so somebody has to feed my ego, somebody has to give me facilities, nature has to be prayed to so that it gives me everything, deities have to be prayed to so that I receive their mercy. So basically the consciousness of a Pujari is everything else controls me, and I have to keep praying, keep beseeching everyone and everything around me so that my life goes well, and I am at the mercy of everyone and everything. So even if I want to feel good about myself, I need 3 people to agree to that. That's the consciousness of a Pujari. So that's devotion. So when we are in low consciousness, we are Pujari, and Pujari only doesn't mean somebody who goes to the temple or somebody who worships figures and figurines of deities, but you could be a Pujari at your workplace. So you could think that your boss holds the key to making you rich and prosperous and this and that. So just like you give your remote control away to a deity, you could give it to anybody. You could think that your body has the power to make you feel a certain way or not a certain way, or the people around you dictate who you are, or the circumstances you could give your power to. So all that is Pujaripana. Yes. But Baba says that Pujya means you know who you are, you stabilize yourself into your essential qualities, and everything else follows. So have you seen that when there is a discovery of a certain, of Shivlingam or something somewhere, then in that very place people have to construct a temple. It's not like they shift it to a convenient place. So if there is a discovery of even a stone structure which you will call that this is God, then a temple is built right around that discovered Shivlingam. So Baba says you have to understand that you, the soul, are the child of the ocean of knowledge, purity, peace, power, love. You are Master Almighty, you are Master Sarva Shaktivan. So what you have to do is realize who you are. And when you stabilize yourself in your seat of who you are, then everything else will follow. Yes, so the other day there was somebody who was telling me that what if every day somebody is telling you that you're not good enough, or there's something wrong with you, or you will suffer in the future, you're not going right. So I told that person that you have to check from Srimat, whether what they are saying is right or not. So if somebody is telling you that if you keep looking at the phone and keep getting, engaging in vices, then you will fall and tomorrow will not be okay, then that's true, because according to Srimat also that's true. But if they are saying that if you woke up at 4, then you will fall sick tomorrow and things will not go your way, yes, or you have to do things according to me, not according to Baba, and if you do it according to Baba you will suffer, and I am the one who will take you across, not Baba, then that's not right according to Srimad. So you have to check whether something that anybody is saying or doing is according to Srimad or not. And if I understand that whatever somebody is saying, I checked it on Srimad and I understood that I am doing everything according to Srimad, then what you have to do is you have to assert to yourself that I am doing the right thing, and nothing and no one can take my fruit of my action or my destiny away from me. So when somebody is trying to beat your ego, so trying to put you down, then also you have to check whether your actions are according to what Baba says, because earlier it was one person vis-a-vis another person. It was always like that. This person is saying this, that person is saying that, mom is saying this, dad is saying that, my elder brother is saying this, my father is saying that. So it was always one person vis-a-vis the other, and we had no way to discern who is better, or who is guiding me better, or who knows better. But now it's not that. Now we have Baba, and whatever Baba is saying is the ultimate truth, and I have to listen to Baba. I have to understand what is it that's the right thing to do, speak, behave through the Murli. And if somebody is telling me the opposite of that, then I have to not stop that other person, because that's of no use. You have to keep reasserting to yourself that no, what I am doing is according to Srimad and it is right, and I have a very good destiny ahead and nobody can take it away from me. Because you see, if you don't assert it again and again to yourself, then you might internalize whatever they are giving you, and then that becomes your problem. Because you see, if somebody is telling you all day that you will suffer in the future because you're doing this and doing that and not behaving according to my wishes and not doing what I want you to do, then even if you're doing the right thing, if you fall into that trap and you buy that probably my future, maybe I'll suffer. Why is this person saying this? Maybe it's coming from a teacher, maybe it's coming from a parent, maybe it's coming from somebody who you have thought of as a person of authority in your life. And then what happens is those messages you buy into. So your problem is never what they say, your problem is what you hear and what you listen and what you internalize. So if you internalize it, it will become a part of your destiny. So, and if you don't internalize it, you check it from Srimad and you just dismiss it. You, in your head, you're making these choices that no, this is not what's true and nobody can take it away from me. If I am doing everything according to Srimad, I have nothing to fear, nothing to worry. And if you assert this to yourself, that is Pujyapana. And the other thing is Pujaripana. So nobody can insult you, nobody can put you on a pedestal, nobody can make you fear, nobody can make you worry, nobody can do anything to you. It's your own karma who can do everything to you. When you get this very, very clear, and karma means now I know what is karma and what is vikarma. Because now Baba has told me everything. And when I know the truth and I understand that this is vikarma and I am doing it, then you must understand that even God cannot save you. So Baba says now the whole, the control of your life, your future, everything is in your hands, because now it's time that you realize that you are learning from Baba himself. Baba is showering everything on me. He is giving me every knowledge possible. He is giving me the strength, the capacity, the virtues, the directions. He is holding my hand. He is doing everything for me. So now it's time to take control of your life and destiny. That's Pujyapana. That's what a deity does. And then Baba says, when you do this, then even nature, the 5 elements of nature and the souls around you, they receive what they need to receive from you. So you are in this place where you have taken charge of your life. You are doing actions which are for self-progress and for world seva. And then these actions, they become, even when you're doing it in isolation, they generate a wave where everybody is getting nurtured through those vibrations. So Baba says, now it's time that you stop being a pujari and you become a pujya. And this is dictated by time, and abhi nahi to kabhi nahi. If you don't take that step now, then this season will be over and then this cannot be done again, because again, from Satyug onwards, I would say Satyug onwards, we will always be, only with human beings. And although in Satyug, this sanskar of, being in self-respect and making decisions and discerning things, this ability will be there in Satyug Treta Yuga. But when we will fall down, then we will lose this ability, and again we will come at the mercy of people and scriptures and this and that, and anybody says anything, it's true for me. And then I start doing everything haphazardly, and slowly I lose all my powers and virtues and I am left with nothing. I am just a pujari. So anybody tells me to do anything, I am doing it, because I have no understanding of good, bad, true, false. But now it's not the case. Now Baba is here and I have every understanding, every power. Now I will narrate one incident to you. So when I was, I think I was in the 7th or 6th standard, and I had a neighbor, and she was a very, what do you say, a lady who made her decisions. So I really liked her for that. She had a great personality and she made her decisions. She drove, I'm talking about some 30 years back, and she drove a car around and she learned everything that she had to do to take charge of her life. She was very, in a small town, she had made a place for herself. And I really looked up to her at that time. But when one day I saw her visiting a pandit, or a seer. So there are these people who live on some distant vicinity, the outskirts of the town, and then they do some yantra tantra, whatever. So this lady was visiting that man, and that man was taken to the police station some days back. So she was going there and she was seeking some help from him, and she was buying some the stones and some taweez and this and that from him. So I got to know that because I used to frequently visit her. And then I asked her, I said, you are such a wise person and I really look up to you. Why are you doing this? So I was I was studying in the 7th standard, and I was really puzzled by this behavior. And I said, everybody in the town knows that that is a thug and he is cheating people, and everybody knows that, and you also know it, you have read it in the papers. But what makes you go and sit before him and buy stuff from him? So she told me, Shilpa, when you are in trouble, then everybody looks like a troubleshooter. So she said, I am in trouble right now. I cannot tell you what trouble I am in, but I am in trouble, and to me everybody looks like a troubleshooter. And I completely get what you're saying, but I am in such a state that if you told me that you had the power to take away my troubles, I would write my property to you also. So she said, it's not about that person, it's about me being in trouble and me having this feeling that everybody around me is a troubleshooter because I am so much in trouble. And I really have lost it right now. And she cried at that moment, and then that person fled with her money also. So that was another story. But the thing is, it's not about why do you listen to everyone and everything, or why does everything around you affect you, or why does everybody have the power to scare you? Even a small situation, something falling in the other room also creates as you skip a heartbeat here if you listen to that sound. So why is all that happening? It's happening because I am in low consciousness. It's not because someone or something is powerful. It's because I don't know who I am. I have not taken power from Baba. I have not built this relationship with Baba. I have not tried to come back to the self-realization of how powerful I am. So Baba says, now you have the opportunity. You didn't have the opportunity to know yourself, to realize your powers, or to draw power from Baba up until now, because Baba was not there. But now Baba has come and he is available, and Baba says, this is the only time in drama when you stop being a pujari and became a pujya. So you stop looking for answers, you start realizing that the ocean of answers has come, he is with me, and I just have to imbibe and be what he wants me to be. And Baba says, now stop all that you have been doing and just understand that Baba is giving me everything, every solution, every direction, every answer. And if I just obeyed Baba, if I just became a good child of Baba, a good student, if I just understood that I cannot ignore what Baba says, I have to do it. If I just became a good Shishya to the Satguru, child to Baba, and a good student to the Supreme Teacher, then I would get it all back. And Baba says, you will become a Pujya, and then you will be at your highest consciousness, and everything else will be there, but they will be nurtured by you. You will not be at their mercy. Neither souls, nor the elements of nature, nor circumstances. You will not be at the mercy of anything. You will be the ruler. You will not be at the mercy of your own senses also. So Baba says, this is the only time in the drama cycle when you have this opportunity, and just think about, the truth that Baba is giving you, that I was a deity, and I've come down to this stage because of, again, the drama and how the scenes of the drama have proceeded. But now the cycle is turning, and now again I am in that position where I can reclaim my lost power, my lost wisdom, my lost status, and let me do it, because make hay when the sun shines. So that's the teaching, that make hay while the sun shines, and the sun is shining. So Baba says, I should be wise enough to make this choice. And then Baba says, just check, are you becoming like Baba? Are you helping yourself and helping others? So do you understand that I have to take benefit from Baba and also become his helper in world transformation? Because Baba says, you also get the realization that you cannot rule alone. So if you want a better world, you have to become Baba's helper also. Individually, yes, I'm getting better and better, but I have to also help in Baba's task, so that this Kalyug changes into Satyug easily and fast. And then Baba says, check whether you are becoming the bestower of happiness, because you not taking stuff that doesn't belong to you is one aspect of knowing who you are. And then the other aspect is, you give from the treasures that Baba has given you. So Baba has given me so many treasures. Baba has given me the treasure of happiness, peace, love. So anybody who comes, I don't look at the deservability. I have happiness, I have love, I have peace, I have knowledge. I give it anyway. So now I am not an empty soul. I realize who I am, how full I am. So I can give good wishes, I can give happiness, I can give peace, I can be knowledgeful to everyone and everything all through the day. And then Baba says, check whether you have become sweet, whether the vices have been removed. Okay. So this is something from today's Murli. And then Baba today says that, in the slogan, Baba says, experience the stage of retirement and give others this experience, and all childish games will finish. So Baba says, don't identify with your physical age. Remember that you are an old soul. So 84 births, now it's your stage of retirement. So you're wise and you're responsible, capable. If you don't understand something, how can others? So I am the first to understand, first to implement. I am the mature one, I am the wise one. Don't think that you are a child and your capacities are limited. So Baba says, stop identifying with your physical age. Start realizing that you are the ancestral soul. So you're the oldest that is available here. And then these games of childhood will finish. So do you understand that the consciousness you are in emerges corresponding sanskars. So if you stay in this consciousness that I am an ancestral soul and I am I'm wise and mature and capable and responsible, then those sanskars will emerge. And then all the mistakes that you make, or all that goes wrong by you, or all that you think is very difficult for you to do, will become very easy. And you will start experiencing those childish games are now over. So have you seen when there is a little child, 4 or 5 years old, and then there is another child, then the first one starts receiving this message, you are bigger, elder, responsible, tum to bade ho, tum to bade ho, and then he just suddenly grows up. He has become mature. So that's how powerful consciousness is. So once you start thinking, once you start realizing that I'm the oldest here, who knows more than I know? I have spent 84 births. Imagine you have been on the stage for 84 births. There is nothing that you have not seen, not done. You have, see, if you want to know about happiness, peace, love, you have had the most of it. Bhakti, you have done the most of it. Vices, the most you have been engaged in. Experiences, the most. And now you have Baba, who is the ocean, and you have him. So if you can't do something, nobody can. Okay, so Baba says, just remember who you are. You are the oldest, the most experienced, the wisest, and now you are with Baba, so there is nobody who can do something you can't. So Baba says, stop these childish games, I can't do it, I have a problem, I have this, I have that, and just know who you are and do what you're meant to do. Okay, Om Shanti.